Welcome to another episode of Kairos Connect. Today we are joined by Dr. Rupp. He is out of one of the best places in the country, which is San Diego. So, Dr. Rupp, tell me more about the area that you're in and what there is to do there.
I live in practice in Carlsbad. I live in Carlsbad. I've been here 26 years. And, what is there to do in We're in Southern California. We have the beaches, we have surfing, we have snowboarding, mountain biking, hiking, boating. You name it, it can happen within an hour of my location here. Those are things I enjoy. I enjoy rock climbing, dirt biking, snowboarding, riding in Jeeps. It's an outdoor playground.
It is one of the best places, I think. And Carlsbad is how far from San Diego?
16
I
miles.
always lump them together. So
half hour, 16 miles. It's a half hour.
Okay, cool. So you have some of the best beaches in the world, I think.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the associate that you're looking for and the position itself.
Yeah, thank you. We have a busy practice. I take care of a lot of families. We take care of infants. We take care of pregnant moms, expecting mothers. It's a real family practice that's fairly busy. I'm looking for someone to join our team who can adjust. We built my entire practice around the adjustment. We don't do much. We don't do any physical therapy. We don't do any laser. We are an adjusting practice. So that's what I'm really looking for, is someone who really loves to adjust, loves people, doesn't want to work 40 hours a week, wants to be a chiropractor.
Yeah. So tell me, is there technique specific or is it more diversified, manual adjusting?
After this long, it's get what needs to be done.
Yeah, I get it. However you can.
Yeah. It would fall under the pretense of diversified, but we do have dropped, we have, a number of omni drop tables. So we drop pieces on some people.
Yep.
Our infants, we're using an activator. Our elderly, we're using an activator. I do have a decompression table that we use from, time to time on our super gnarly disc people. But for the most part, it's just general diversified, adjusting, taking care of, moving bones, setting people free.
Yeah. And so what does it look like for the associate? Like, let's talk about their first day. What would that entail? What would that look like for them? What can they expect?
First day, you're going to be getting your feet wet right away. You're going to be adjusting. But, training, showing them how to we use Chiro Touch.
Okay.
And I don't know I think we use some x-ray machine called 2020, but, going over, just observing, watching, how the flow goes, people signing at the front desk on an iPad. They head on back. We have a handful of hot seats, and patients either lay face down if there's an open table, they sit in a hot seat, get adjusted, and that's it. They're done. We do mostly payment plans, if you will. So they're not collecting money. They're just clicking through the names on a computer, taking X-rays. It would be nice to find an associate that also had their X-ray license. Necessary, no, but optimal, yes. We do X-ray most of our patients. It's one of the things that makes us unique. I don't know what everyone else is seeing out there, but we get a lot of new patients that, because of our advertisements, you take X-rays. I've been going to my chiropractor X amount of years. They never take X-rays. So we do X-rays. They would also, we'll teach them how to mark the X-rays. It's all digital. It's all on TV, computer, I should say. But, we reviewing X-rays, and, it's a fun job. It's a great atmosphere. We're here a total of 19 hours a week adjusting. You're probably going to ask me that later, but we're in the office.
But I like that you're just throwing it out there.
You said first day. Their first day, they're going to show up, 10 minutes or so shy of 8 a.m. We usually walk out by 10:05, 10:10. We come back at 2:45 and we work till 6:30. So it's 3 days a week, mornings and afternoons, and then Tuesdays we're here in the afternoon.
Wow. So that's awesome. I mean, it's a split schedule. You have a 3-day weekend pretty much every weekend.
Every week.
Yeah. So this is ideal. Work hard, play hard, right?
That's written all over everything I do.
Yeah. What is unique about your practice? Like, would you say either that you hear from patients or that your previous associate has said, this is really unique in this practice?
So I did just ask him this question before he left. And, he said what's unique about our practice, from his words, were honestly the fact that we adjust. And this is what our patients do say on a regular basis. it's so nice to go somewhere who actually adjusts. We're not putting heat on them. We're not putting ice on them. We're not doing physical therapy. We're not doing, all this stretching. Basically, a lot of chiropractors in our neighborhood do everything but adjust, it sounds like. And they also don't take x-rays. So my answer is x-rays. We take x-rays, which is, it may sound super routine, but I don't think a lot of people do. We also take post x-rays. When you adjust, you
Yes.
can change. And, we're the thing I'm big on for my next associate is I'm a huge family guy. There's a reason you will work the same hours that I work. I don't put you in the crummy hours. I don't put you on weekends. Our office, I want a good life for my staff. I want a good life for my doctors. I want a good life for me. And I think what makes us mostly unique is I just care, I put family number one. Friday, my kids are 19 and 22 now.
Yeah.
But I still refer to my patients as, Family Friday. And for my associates, I'm not going to open Friday and Saturdays and have them sitting around, adjusting on those days.
Yeah, that was my next question, actually. Will you be working side by side? I think there's some really good synergy that happens when there's two doctors there on the floor. The flow, the vibe, it's fantastic. So, working side by side.
Yes, to expand on that, we work side by side, 1,000,000%. There's always two docs on Mondays and Thursdays. That is an absolute. There
Yeah.
will be times that they may be alone on Tuesday afternoons. They may be alone on Wednesdays. Those are as most practices go, they're significantly lighter days. But we also have other docs that are in my area that do fill in and can and will fill in when we need them for extra hands. So I don't leave anyone to the wolves. We want the patient to go. Another thing about us, I've been trained by some local guys here up north in Newport. People probably know who I'm talking about, but we're all about 5-star,
Yeah.
5-star service. And if a patient has to wait, literally more than 5 or 7 minutes, there's no more 5-star. I don't like waiting. I don't want the patients waiting. I want them to get in, get adjusted, have an exceptional experience, and get on down the road. That's our philosophy: is 5-star, quick, get a solid adjustment, and get on the road.
Efficient and effective.
Yes.
Yes. So let's talk about compensation for this associate. This is a question that I get all the time from doctors looking for positions. So can you share with us what that compensation package looks like?
Yeah, so it's going to range based on experience, who we find, how much training they may or may not need, but it's going to range anywhere from 54,000, 78,000 as a base salary, which I think is very competitive for my neighborhood. I've done a lot of research. It's actually above our normal in this area.
Yeah.
On top of that, we do bonuses. My associate's gotten a lot of bonus money over the last 4 years. He's been here for 4 years. He was, he didn't just come in and fly by the night. I like unity. And aside from bonuses, what else do we have going on? Paid CE, we'll pay for your continuing ed. I'm a big fan of Brian Porteous. I like me and my associate. We just go. I go in the middle of summer because I like to snowboard all winter and play in the desert. So I like to go and get my CEs done during the slower times of my.
Yep.
Malpractice, of course, we're going to pay for malpractice. Make sure that gets taken care of. We go to DCS. I don't know if anyone, Dead Chiropractic Society up in Newport Beach. I pay for those. We also do CalJam every year when that's around. I know COVID's kind of messed things up, but that's a 3-day paid vacation. Well, it's not vacation, but it's a 3-day paid thing. Pay for your hotel, pay for your entrance, pay for your food.
And not only is it good for CE, but it's great for personal development, I find.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that you learn being around other chiropractors and listening to other speakers that you may not otherwise hear.
Yeah, that's where, I'm a big philosophy based, you can't have a subluxation based practice unless you're believing in the philosophy, power that made the body heals body. And that's a big, that's where I come from.
Yeah.
Holidays, we take all the major holidays. I don't know if like Columbus Day is necessarily a holiday. Martin Luther King is probably not a holiday either.
Yeah.
You get 52 3-day weekends every year, so when we have a Monday where it's one of them funky Cesar Chavez or something like that, we don't take those days off. But the major ones, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all the big ones.
There's usually like 5 or something over the course of the year. I think 5 or 6.
Something around there, and so we try to be very fair with everybody.
Awesome.
I think that covers a lot of it.
Yeah, for sure. And is there anything else that a doctor applying for this position should know? Now, I heard you say, so in a lot of states, a separate x-ray license isn't required, but I know in California it is. So that was one I just wanted to reiterate for you. Not a deal breaker, but would be fantastic if they had, right?
It would be.
Okay.
Yes, it would be. And they can get it. I mean, there's a test, I'm told it's not very hard.
Yeah.
I took mine like 27 years ago, so I don't think I'd be passing that
Yeah.
X-ray test anytime soon. But X-rays, it's a defining moment of, it's a big part of our practice. Patients love to see their X-rays. They love to see the X-ray change. It's a big part of what we do. Is it a deal breaker? No. If you can adjust your pants out and you can adjust, that's what I'm looking for. I want someone that can move bones and get it done very effectively and painlessly for the most part.
Is there anything else that the doctor applying for this position should know, either about you or the position itself, that we haven't already discussed?
I mean, I'm a pretty laid back guy. To I don't inspect what I expect. I just expect excellence. I
Five
want
star.
that 5-star, and that's
Yeah.
really it. Our philosophy here is I want every single patient to be treated by everybody in the office as if they're going to walk out the front door, sit on the bench that sits outside my door, and write a Yelp and Google review. And if you can just have that attitude towards, not necessarily as a patient, right, but just have a conversation with people that we take care of them. We're just a big take care of. 80% of my practice is cash. I don't know the exact percentage of how many is prepay, but I mean, we have a high amount of prepay. We have a high amount of cash. We do monthly plans where, they, not monthly, but, they pay monthly. It's a very family oriented, smooth operating machine. And, we need someone to come in, rub next to me, and we just kind of work up and down. I included some pictures. You're going to see some pictures of the office. You'll see,
Awesome.
the adjusting tables. You'll see the hot seats. You'll see our waiting room. I included a photo of my staff. I think it's just a really fun environment. It's, we have a beautiful view out the windows. Carlsbad's awesome. If you've never been here, I mean,
Awesome.
it's a busy place.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful city. Um, so the best way, I'm going to include all your contact info, is the best way for people that are watching this that want to apply for this position to email you, to call you, or to text you?
If you can email me a simple resume, that would be obviously, the best, and a contact number on there that I can reach back to you as soon as possible.
Fantastic.
You didn't ask that. We're looking. I have a deadline. He's given me a couple of weeks, which, so we're not super rushed, but I'm not looking like in the end of summer or next year. We need an associate. We're looking. We're actively looking.
Okay.
So.
Fantastic. Well, we will definitely be following your journey and seeing who ends up with you, Dr. Rupp. And I'm excited to meet your associate.
Me too. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.